Yo, what is up, guys? How are everybody doing today? This is new for me. I've never done this before on YouTube. Done it a couple times on Twitch. A little bit nervous about it, to be honest. I like to prepare everything I'm going to say, so kind of going off the cusp like this is a little bit nerve-wracking, I guess you could say. So, like I said, this is my first time, so Nightbot all of a sudden is just timing people out already. I'm not sure what that's all about. Looks like we need to turn the music up a little bit, or which one? What needs to go up? The mic or the music? Or a little bit of both? This is actually a stream, Autopilot. This is a live stream. And yes, I ripped off Marvel, because Marvel's the shit. Get off me, Brody. So the plan here is, let's see, what do you guys see? You guys see this? Good. So the plan was to do all 7 rounds, starting from this top, using the Draft Network Smock machine, because theirs is the best. I can just select all, do this, 7 rounds, start the draft. But this was acting real buggy today, so I want to know what you guys think in the chat. Should I do this? Can I make this bigger? Here we go. Can I do this like this, or should I use FanSpeak and just run through a bunch of teams, 7-round mock drafts like this? What do you guys think? So increase my volume. All right, let me see what I can do here. I don't want to be too loud. My mic's over here. I don't want to make that too loud. Oh man, I left my closet open, all exposed, fresh out the shower. Let's see. Oh man, we got 161 people in here. Oh guys, that's awesome. I appreciate everybody turning up. I think I probably topped out at like 40 or 50 on Twitch before, and that was only because I was giving away a free Madden code at the beginning of the season. All right, looking like a bunch of Draft Network. Yeah, they killed it with their thing. I love FanSpeak. They've been around forever, but and they need to just, you know, give a little facelift here. This is looking real old, looking like internet from the original internet. The Twins are doing great, Autopilot. Thank you for asking. They are actually, that's a lie. The Twins are killing us. That is a bold-faced lie. They're killing us right now. We tried to do some stuff this weekend for Easter, and I don't know if they were just exhausted. They got off their eating schedule, and I had like a little mini breakdown during Game of Thrones last night where I was like, I can't do this anymore. Hey, appreciate it, Keenan. You guys like my little graphics? I was updating those on Streamlabs today. I wanted to make sure that the production value here was a little bit better than what I've done on Twitch before, so tried to step that up for you guys. Let's see. Yeah, FanSpeak is pretty buggy, and honestly, I think FanSpeak's just about finding the right draft board and stuff. I mean, here you can make your own, but you don't want to talk about buggy. I can't log into my account on the Draft Network and use their thing. You see up, you guys can't see it, but I'm using I'm in incognito mode for the Draft Network. It's the only way I've been able to figure out how to use it. I don't know if there's some sort of cookies that I have set up that are like bugging out, but all right. How's before we get started then, how is all of the volume and stuff? Can you guys hear the music? I hate live streams that are just like no music at all. So I just put like the same track on real low. Let's see. I'll make this bigger. All right. Oh, I made this bigger. Cool. That's not what I wanted to do. Nice. Gotta make, my old eyes can't read this chat here. What am I drinking, Abraham? I'm drinking Devil's Backbone. This is a Virginia beer, mile 842. Let me see if you guys can see that. I know I like it kind of dim and dark down here in the old man cave. I love this stuff. It's hoppy lager. It's cool. It says on the side here, tasting notes: snappy, crisp, and hoppy. What I love about it is the alcohol volume is 7.6, so it's like real light, and it's like, you know, it says the gold is the color and the IBUs are 48, so it's like real hoppy, but it's like got some kick to it. I appreciate you guys throwing in these super chats. Packers suck. That's awesome, Nick. Man, I'm really trying to read. I swear to God, I read almost every single comment on my videos, guys. I cannot keep up with these. This is pretty awesome. You guys are being super active. So what do you guys think about this smoke screen to the smoke screen that the Cardinals are doing right now? Are they really not going to take Kyler after all of this time? Are they going to really do Rosen dirty like that and drag him through the mud? Or are they going to actually, like, you know, keep him? I think it's just a smoke screen to the smoke screen, just a last ditch effort to try and get some interest in somebody else trading up for him. I think they really do think that the Raiders have an interest, which would be awesome, because I made that mock draft with the Raiders trading up. They just got shredded, and I think that the Raiders would be an awesome place for him, and then him be with the team and give somebody to really build the team around when they move to Vegas. I think that would be awesome. Frank Clark to the Chiefs. I saw that they were trying to get the Jets involved in that, but they wanted the Seahawks wanted the number 3 overall pick. They're not getting that. I think the Chiefs probably would make a lot more sense. What are they, 29? That would be a perfect slot for them. So, like I said, I'm not buying the old smoke screen that they're not taking Kyler Murray. It's Kyler Murray until. This is really where I think it could switch up. I think that they want Nick Bosa. I think that he'd be a great addition. I think that he's a safe player. I think that Quinn Williams might be just as safe, if not safer. And this is a hard one for me. I think that this is actually where the draft gets interesting. We're not going to have to wait long. I think that the 49ers are really going to be the spot where somebody trades into. I don't know why. I don't know what for. It's probably going to shock us all, because that's just what happens. So we'll see. But I'm going to be kind of boring here so far to start, guys. I'm just going to go ahead, keep it the way it is. And here too, I don't see another option. I'm not doing trades because they don't have trades on the draft machine here. But this is just the way that the draft, I think, is playing out right now. I didn't do this in my last draft, but this is what I think will be the pick here. I mentioned it, but I didn't make it official. I think that this top 5, if there were no trades in the draft, this is the way that it would be. The top 5 would just be locked up like this. Like this feels like the consensus. Everybody kind of agrees. The teams are interested. They fit needs somewhat. Quinn Williams is almost the only luxury pick in this. I don't know if I truly believe Devin White, number 5, but it makes sense, I guess. And these guys, man, so this might be my final mock draft. I don't know if I'll have time to make another video. But let me see. Let me read what I have my little script typed up, at least somewhat. I don't know if I got to it yet for the. No, I didn't. I mentally prepared a script here for the Giants, and it's just that I think that they're playing games that they really are pretending like they're not interested in Haskins because they want people to think that Daniel Jones is actually their guy. I don't know if I agree with that. They're definitely not taking Daniel Jones at 6. I liked Daniel Jones coming into this draft season. I said this in my Discord channel. Go follow that, or go jump in that Discord channel if you guys want. Link should be in the description, I think. I liked Daniel Jones coming out of school. I'm an ACC guy out here in Virginia. See him a lot. I think he's got a great skill set, man. He's got like everything you want to build in a future quarterback, but he's like kind of he just doesn't seem like the guy. Like he doesn't seem like that dude, you know what I mean? Like You look at like Tom Brady's and the Aaron Rodgers, they walk into a room and they are like that dude. Like, I don't really see that in Daniel Jones. Dwayne Haskins, I don't really see that in either, but he's like one of those more silent leader types. I feel like he's not as rambunctious and loud and rah-rah as much, but I think that this is the pick here. I think that they actually just don't want people to know they're as interested in Dwayne Haskins as they truly are, and that way they don't have to actually trade up. So if he falls into their lap at 6, this is one of the best value picks of the draft. If they have to trade up for him because somebody else, like say the Jets are saying, oh hey, I'm drawing a blank here. Hey Giants, like, you know, so and so team wants to come up and get Dwayne Haskins. Like, this is your last chance, or else, you know, somebody other team is going to trade up and get him. If they can, you know, bluff them into that, or you know, convince them that that's going to happen, then maybe they trade up. I think that they'd be content with, if he doesn't fall into their lap, they're not going to take him. And if he does, they will. So we'll see. Next up, we've got the Jaguars, and this is another boring kind of pick here, and there's actually a lot of mad Jaguars fans, but this one just makes too much sense. I love how the Draft Network has their board basically set up to almost like fall into this, other than Devin White here. Let's see. I don't want to ignore you guys for too long. I know I can ramble. Let me see. Young Packer boy, ESPN hire me. Let's see. Yeah, I mean, the Raiders don't. It's a luxury pick, I think, and now reports are that there's going to be the first real surprise pick at number 4. So we'll see, man. Everything. It's so hard to believe anything you hear nowadays, because I think that the smoke screens are just going to start earlier and earlier every year. It's like Black Friday, you know. Once Black Friday became real mainstream, it went from being like you better get up at 4 a.m. to get there at 5. Oh, you better stay up from midnight to get there at 3. Oh, you better get there at midnight. Or, oh, you're watching football on Thanksgiving. Like, you better go ahead and just order this stuff online while you're sitting at your grandparents' couch. And I think that the smoke screens are going to be just like that. Every year they're going to get earlier and earlier. They're going to just they're just going to get earlier and earlier. I'm trying to keep up with you guys' comments. There's some pretty funny stuff. Yeah, anyways, all right, Lions. This is, once you get out of the top 7 or so, this is where it starts to get a little bit confusing. And a lot of people didn't like the pick that I made of Byron Murphy in the last draft here, for them trading down with the Falcons. And the Falcons coming up to get Ed Oliver. That's one of the, like, to me, one of the biggest things I feel like is going to happen. Like, one of the most like secure moves that's going to be made here in this draft is that the Lions are going to trade down with the Falcons, or the Falcons are going to trade up, I guess. And these two just seem like a good fit. The Jaguars would be another good fit for them too, if the Falcons wanted to trade up. But the Lions, what do you guys think? I'm going to take a second here and try and see a lot of Rashawn Gary. Yeah, that makes a lot of sense. Michigan guy. I always love pairing up local guys. It's just, I don't know why it makes sense. It doesn't happen that often, but throughout the draft process, or the mock draft process at least, it just does seem like it makes a lot of sense. So far, what we got? Just the one, just Florida here. Jonah Williams, huh? I don't know. I think that Jonah Williams is going to end up being a high draft pick still. Like, it wouldn't surprise me if a team trades up and gets him in the top 10, because he's good, man. Like, people underrate him for some reason, and want to compare, say, Andre Dillard's the best tackle, and I don't see it, man. Lions here. Lions, let's see. I still like cornerback, but trading down would be awesome. Ed Oliver. I put Ed Oliver a long time ago in one of my first mocks, and it got shredded. Oh man, this is tough. Do you actually plan on doing all 7 rounds tonight? I have to help my wife feed the twins. She's up there right now. My mother-in-law came over to help her right now so that I could do this, because I didn't tell her about it until today. I was like, oh, hey, by the way, I forgot I'm supposed to be doing a mock draft online tonight live. I hope you don't mind. And she was like, yeah, sure. She's like, my wife's the sweetest woman ever. She's like, always wants to help me out and do everything she can. But I didn't prepare her. So let's get it rolling. You guys are right. If I'm gonna speed through this, we got to start making some picks here. These are pretty obvious ones. I like Rashawn Gary here just because he would fit many needs. It's a complex defense. He likes versatile pieces, or at least the Bill Belichick tree likes complicated or complex pieces and stuff like that. You guys are funny, man. Kashendra, ramp up. I noticed you, bro. I noticed you. Man, I really wish I could. Maybe one day, maybe later tomorrow or something like that, I'll be able to like go through and like actually read through you guys' comments here. But my reading processing is not that great, so I'm gonna have to try and just. If you guys really want me to read something, I guess you probably will have to tag me in it because those are obviously catching my eye a lot more than other ones. All right, let's see. Bills. See, to me, this is the best place for. Where is he at? Right here. Even they have him rated low, man. This trash. All right. Here, easy one too. I think this is a lock if he's there. Haha, pun intended. Here I could actually see them going Ed Oliver if he's still there. When are you going to do the coaching ranking? I actually have that all drawn out and ready to go. It'll probably be a summertime one because I'm going to try and make sure I stay consistent. Last year I took a big break over the summer because I didn't know what to do after the draft. But this summer I'm going to try and still make a video each week. So probably going to save the coaching rankings, the new coaches rankings for the summer. Who do you think will have the best draft? I mean, that's pretty hard to tell. Not even a single pick's been made yet. Aegis, jump in the Discord, man. Anybody, if you guys want to contact me, send me weird stuff to look at. The Discord would be the best place. You know what? I think you guys are right here. I see some people mention it. People said this was too early. I don't think that it is. After getting a little bit more of a close look at this guy, I think that this is one of the safer picks for the Bengals because he just fits such an important need for them. Somebody to build around. They're kind of a conservative franchise. This is an early place that I could see Daniel Jones going, but we'll see. Packers are up next. What are you guys thinking here? I didn't prepare for this at all, by the way. I'm just like, this is just like off the cuff. Like I'm just going through it with you guys here, just walking through this draft. Lock isn't going to Denver. I mean, Savior, the Discord link should be in the description. Let me see. Let me check. Yeah, I put it in there. It's in the description, so check that out. All right. You guys like TJ Hawkinson here? That's a popular pick. Let's man, I don't know if I want that though. I really like DK here, man. Like, this is my favorite place for DK. I'm going to go ahead and slam it down. I think that he should go way earlier than that. Everyone wants to say one-trick pony. Well, sometimes that's all you need, and you can develop the other stuff as you go along. But when you can just do that one trick better than anybody else, just give me that. Give me that with Aaron Rodgers, too, any day. I do like DK here. If the Bills, if they've got some stones, they'll draft DK, but Jonah Williams is also just, you can't miss on that one. That one makes too much sense. As you guys like my tank season of the Dolphins in the last one, that was fun to do. I mean, it makes sense. That's another video I have sort of in the drafts. I'd love to do why it makes sense to tank in the NFL, because it just does. The way that the draft is set up, it makes so much more sense than it does in the NBA or any league with a draft lottery, obviously. Let's see. But here, if Ed Oliver's on the board for them, that's a shoo-in, I think. I think Ed Oliver ends up going way up here too. I think that this will be a prime spot. The Bucs will be a prime spot for somebody to trade into, and somebody will come up to get one of the Jonah Williamses or the Ed Olivers of this league, of this draft. Let me try to switch this up a little bit. Maybe if you can see this a little differently. Better read you guys' stuff better. Huh. My pony doesn't do any tricks. Who are you talking about, Paul? Do I think the Cowboys will move up in the second round? Probably not. In the second round, maybe. Into the first round, probably not. I could see Jerry Jones getting impatient. All right. I just want to make sure I'm seeing the same stuff you guys are seeing. All right. Let's get a roll on here. If the Falcons don't trade up, I think that their best bet would be to trade down. What are you guys thinking here? Where are my Falcons fans at? Who are you guys picking here? So here, I wanted to actually show you guys kind of my oh my goodness, what is going on with my computer on this side here? I wanted to show you guys kind of the things, the tools I use. So this is like how I set things up. This is how I set my mock drafts up and stuff. I have a Google sheet here. I've got the defense that the teams are running right now, the trade value pick here, the actual pick, teams all color coded, my personal needs, and then I've got like some cool stuff over here that I use. This is the thing I use for the rumors. Say what you want about Walter Football, but this site, this list right here is awesome. I mean, I don't know anywhere else that they compile a list like this. The only thing I wish that they would do is maybe sort it other than by last name, maybe by like projected draft value, even if it's his own personal one. Because it's kind of, I mean, look at some of these, like the Bills, they've looked at so many players. That was one of the things I used. And then ourlads.com here has like an awesome depth chart here. Let's go ahead and look at the Cowboys, because why not? And they update it pretty frequently. So whenever you're making like a mock draft, like I was saying, I screwed up the name of Lamar Jackson and what's his name? It's just, man, with the Twins and the lack of sleep and just like trying to remember like 300 plus new football names, or names that I just like I knew in the back of my mind but weren't real, like, you know, NFL players, and so they weren't prominent names. Some names have just been falling out of my head, it feels like. So yeah, so that's what I'm dealing with over here. As far as the Falcons, let's kind of see who they've visited with here early on and see if we can get a feel. Cody Ford, that's kind of an interesting one. I could see them go ahead and solidify that O-line. I know that they made some moves. The other one I use is Spotrac. Let's go to transactions. And then I'll sort it by this. Just as a refresher, like, I don't remember every single move, but I like to remember as many as I can, or at least double check and make sure that I know they signed some O-linemen. They got John Wetzel. So no guys that are really going to blow you away here and make you avoid picking a guy. If the Falcons don't move out and they end up staying here, Cody Ford would make a lot of sense, especially if they've visited with him and they like him. Looks like they are definitely looking at O-line. There's quite a few offensive linemen on this list. Titus Howard, wouldn't that be funny if I heard the rumor that he's going to be a first rounder? Get out of here. Second rounder, I could see a guy like that jumping up there, but he's not going to be a first round pick. And if he is, then that franchise, or that fan base is going to be pissed. All right, this is an interesting list. I don't see a lot of guys. Like I said, Ed Oliver's probably the number one guy here that I could see them trading up to get. But wow, this did not help me here. I'm gonna have to switch back. I missed all y'all's comments here. Yo, Nightbot is being strict with y'all, man. I don't even know what's going on. See a couple of guys getting their comments deleted and whatnot. All right, I really have no idea here, guys. This is a great place for trading, but maybe next year the Draft Network will allow us to trade. Let's go. See, I feel like they really need an upgrade at cornerback, man. Let's take a peek at their corners. They've got a good. This is one of my favorite rosters in the NFL right now. Like Desmond Trufant is, I think, underrated. He has his ups and downs. Oh, that's right. They did get Isaiah Oliver. What was that, last year? This is a pretty good 1-2, but after that, man, I kind of want Greedy Williams here. Did they meet with Greedy? Nope. Oh, that's right. He didn't meet with like anybody, so I don't know, guys. Real quick, let's go ahead and let's go Greedy. All right, I like it. Let's do it. I think that's a good place for Greedy. All right, Redskins are on the clock. Have they traded for Josh Rosen? Probably not. I heard they weren't interested. After being interested, a lot of people said that they were going to get him because I had the Redskins trading up for Dwayne Haskins in front of the Giants in the last mock. I still really like that. I met with a Redskins fan. I wanted to give him a hard time about it, but he wasn't interested. Should we go Daniel Jones here? What do you guys think? They're not getting Daniel Jones? All right. I mean, I wouldn't do it either, but Montez Sweat. My man Matt Miller said that he's just fallen off of boards. People are nervous about health concerns. They don't want to take a guy in the first round if he's got a health concern. Montez Sweat, huh? See, I like Brian Burns more than Sweat. Sweat was not even close to as high of a prospect for me as Burns going into before the combine. But once he turned in that combine, it was like he got my Madden brain going because I know that Montez Sweat's going to be a Madden freak. You know what? I hate the Redskins, so let's give him the guy with the health concerns. I like wide receiver there too. Actually, I think that's a underrated place for wide receiver. You know what I wish that they would allow you to do is go back one pick. That would be cool. Or like, you know, delete a pick or some undo button. That would be sweet. All right. Panthers. I know that they want an edge rusher. Who have they met with? Yeah, they met with Sweat. Did they meet with Burns? They met with Burns too. I could see Burns being a pick here. Everybody talks about what's his name, Clemson guy, Clelin Ferrell, but I don't know. I don't know if he is going to. I like these guys that come. They were the only guy on their D line that like was a baller. You know what I mean? Like, it scares me. That was my only hesitation with Bradley Chubb last year, is that he got everybody on his D line drafted, and you never know. Is it a case like that where Bradley Chubb was just that much better than everybody else and therefore made the other guys look good who ended up being, you know, semi-average players? Or was it a case like the Clemson D-line where it looks like 3 of them are legitimate first-round players? One of them is the other one's gonna get drafted, so all 4 of their D-line are gonna get drafted relatively high, and they're all pretty good players? Or is it like, you just never really know? It's hard to, unless you're like with the guys and you know the scheme and you know the plays called and stuff like that. But Cleveland, I mean, I think everybody focuses on it just being Furl. He wants them to call him Furl. Like, all right, you guys are saying Furl? AJ Brown. What? Dillard? Oh, get out of here. That's way too early for Dillard, I feel like. You guys want me to reach on, according to the board here, you guys want me to reach on Furl, huh? Yeah, this site is just so clean, man. Good job to them. Uh-oh, they've still got John Ledyard's stuff on here. I wish that they wouldn't act like that man just disappeared off the face of the earth. All right, I don't know, man. They met with Furl? Yeah. Who'd they meet with the most? At private, I'm going Burns, man. I like Burns here. All right. The Giants back on the clock. We went Dwayne Haskins first. What do we do now? Yeah, Greedy might have been a reach, but I don't think he was. A long time ago, Greedy was the sort of top 5. Nightbot, you screwing up. Greedy was a top 5 pick not that long ago, man. Like, going into this draft season, like, he was a clean prospect, and for some reason he's just sort of fallen down. So we'll see. I think he ends up still being, you know, a top guy, but I've seen a lot of Bradbury. Dillard. Yeah, they got to go offensive line. Did they meet with Cody Ford? I like Cody Ford here. I might be higher on him than most. It took me a while, but I think once I really took a look at him and saw what he had. And this is just like, man, I feel like I'm always scrolling. There we go. Let's see. They didn't even meet with. I know a lot of people were saying, oh no, they did. They met with him twice actually. What do you guys think? Dillard, Bradbury, or Ford? Oh, Mr. James Beecham. All right. What are we looking at? Dillard? Ugh. I mean, you know what? Because I'm not a fan. See, I want to be able to see these when they're happening. I appreciate you, Nick. You know what? I'm going to give you Dillard because you want him so bad and he does fit a need, and it's going to be somewhere along that, offensive line or whatever. So we'll just fill in a need somewhere else if somebody else. The Vikings are a big Cody Ford place. What do you guys think? Well, you tell me where to watch offensive lineman highlights, Evan. Where am I? I don't have access to the all 22 for college. Let's see. Yeah, Ford would have been a solid pick. The resident Giants fan, James here, he went Dillard. So I'm gonna give you guys the benefit of the doubt. You guys know these teams better than I do, like personally. I know what I see a little bit, but Cody Ford, you guys are all liking that. We have a Vikings fan in here. I like it when I see you with the team logo in your picture. Makes me know you're a real fan here. All right, definitely. Yeah, Cameron, it's been up and down for me all day. So I don't really know. Let's go forward here. The Titans, man. This is a tough pick for me. Can I say all the picks so far? Let's go ahead for you guys that haven't been here. Start from the bottom real quick. We got the top 5. I think the top 6, 7 really is locked in. 8, 9, 10 seem like pretty easy picks, but they could go either way. I like Devin Bush to the Bengals. Metcalf. Yeah, I mean, this looks like it could be any kind of pass catcher. Everybody likes TJ Hawkinson there too, but I think that Metcalf's got the much higher ceiling, and this draft is so deep at tight end that they could easily pick up another guy. Who are we thinking here? No tight end? All right, I won't do a tight end for them. I've done enough tight ends to them. This is called the draftnetwork.com/mock-draft-machine. You can just go to their site, but it's been up and down. It's a brand new site this year, and I think that they I don't know if their servers are quite ready for the final mock draft Monday of the 2019 season, and it was like down all day. So real funny, JM Werrell. Chiefs fans were hot about my last mock with the Chiefs trading up for a center, second round center at that. But no, there's no trades on this site. So Murphy, huh? Did they meet with Murphy? Let's see. Sorry if this is like giving you guys seizures over there. Me scrolling. They didn't even meet with Murphy. Murphy seems like a good guy to meet with. I think when a lot of Titans fans were pissed, they've met with quite a few cornerbacks. That was kind of one of the things that I had going for them. All right, let's see. They want edge too. Do we have? Nope. All the edge dries up so quickly in this draft, man. I guess Furrell's still there, but it doesn't seem like a guy for their scheme. I love these guys. All right, real quick, throw it out there. Spam it. What is it? Wilkins? Damn. All right. I'll go Wilkins. I like that here. They met with Wilkins. I know. Don't correct me. Yes. I mean, they met with Wilkins. So give it to him. What's his name? See, man, I can't remember guys' names. Jarrell Casey. Those two together would be an interesting fit, but we'll see. I've loved cornerback here to the Steelers. It seems like a pretty easy one. Who they met with? I should know these by now. I know that they really like DeAndre Baker. They've done a lot on him. And they've met with Murphy. You guys all like Byron Murphy? Where are my Steelers? I know there's some Steelers homers out there. Where are they at? DeAndre Baker. I think that the Steelers like DeAndre Baker if they could get him in the second round. I'm hearing I really like DeAndre Baker. He's probably my favorite. Second favorite. I really like Greedy. Murphy I wasn't big on, but he does grade out well, and everybody else that I follow and respect their opinion, they really like him. So Murphy, I'll go Murphy. Let's do it. All right, Seahawks, trade down. That's definitely what's happening. Terrell Edmonds, yeah, that was a great pick. Everybody says that their safety position is bad. I thought that they kind of had it figured out. They knew that they were going to lose him. Who were the guys they had starting last year? Yeah, I thought these two guys were all right. Maybe Brad McDougal wasn't as good as thought. Wow, they still have Cam Chancellor listed on here? Come on now. I was talking you guys up and you're going to list Cam on the roster? Yeah, I don't think that they go safety, but this is kind of tough. This is one of those positions where it's like, this is very clearly going to be traded. They're definitely trading down. So it's like, it sucks because you have to, like, if you have a no trades mock, you have to ruin somebody else, a perfect fit with some other team later on, because you've got to, like, just slot a player here. So what are you guys thinking? Safety, huh? Wow. Taylor Rapp. Yeah, I would love to see Taylor Rapp go here. I feel like just because he ran a 4.7, I'm going to do that because he's from Washington. Makes sense. And he probably won't go in the first round anyways, but he deserves it. Man, why are you guys... Do I need to do something with Nightbot? Yeah, I agree, guys. They're definitely trading down, but we went Rapp just because I think he's the best safety overall, and people were saying that they're interested in safety, so I didn't even bother to check. Did they meet with him? Yep. That's crazy, man. These teams do their homework. They definitely don't mess around. All right, you guys are thinking here. That got to be a wide receiver, huh? I like N'Keal Harry here. I think they need a big guy. I think both of these teams I could see trading down. I like Hakeem Butler too, man. I think that people are sleeping on him. I know he's got a lot of drops or whatever. Oh, wow. They don't even have any reports on this guy? Come on, y'all slacking. Uh-oh. That's no good. I'll be really, really disappointed if we get through this and try to, like, go to the next round or something and it just, like, glitches out. All right. Wide receiver, huh? Let's go N'Keal Harry. Everybody on board? AJ Brown, huh? Let's see. Yeah, see, this is just like, man, there's got to be a better way. Oh, they didn't meet with him. Not to say that they couldn't take him still, but wow, they did meet. Oh, look at that. This would be an interesting fit. I guess Lamar Jackson is a good deep ball guy. Like maybe that would be a good. Did they meet with AJ Brown? They did not. Maybe they don't care. No Brown. Hollywood Brown, huh? You guys are thinking Marquise Brown here. I keep hearing that he's going to go in the first round, man. And then to me, that just blows my mind. The dude is 5'10". That's generous. The dude is 5'9", like 160 pounds. Like, oh, you know what? Sean, I appreciate that. That's actually what I used the last one. The only problem is that it was good for me when I was like trying to look through who was interested in what, so I could search one player. But let's go with man, you guys, I'm doing it. I'm doing my man Hakeem Butler. I'm standing up for him. I think that he'd just be a good fit with this team. Like, great catch radius. Let's see. What are you guys thinking for the Texans now? Is Tyreek Hill only 160 pounds? I don't believe that. He's not 160 pounds. Let's see what ESPN has him listed as. 185, yeah. He's a lot bigger than 160 is small, you guys. Like, that is tiny. All right, we're thinking Garrett Bradbury here, huh? I could get down with that. I know my alphabet. Here we go. Oh, they didn't meet with him, but they're one of those teams. I could see them not meeting with players on purpose just to distract. Noah Fant here. You know what? I actually really like the idea of adding a tight end to this offense. They it seemed like at the end of the year with all those injuries and stuff, like they just ran out. But I think who was it? Is it Jordan Thomas that they just drafted? People really like him. I don't know, man. I don't know if I'm not drafting a guy because of Jordan Thomas. You know what I mean? Like if I got these two guys on the board, Dalton Reisner, I like him too. Bradbury. I don't know, guys. They meet with these tight ends? Nope. Why do I want to kill? Why do I want to kill Watson? I don't, man. I really like him. All right. Let's do it. Who is their center right now? I can't even think of it. Oh, but see, you know what? Nick Martin's good, but these two guys suck. They really need a tackle, man. These tackles are trash. Like, this is embarrassing. This is an embarrassing set of tackles right here, which is a shame because this guy looked like he had potential as a small school guy. This is the reason why people are afraid of taking small school offensive linemen, because they're just so hit or miss, dude. Like, but yeah, so there we go. Solidify that O-line. He'll probably play guard. Nick Martin might slide over and play guard. We'll get some wide receivers for them later. The Raiders are back on the clock here, and they have both tight ends. They got to go tight end, right? Like, what are you guys thinking? AJ Brown here? Nah. Fant, Hawkinson. Texans met with Sweat. Clowney trade coming. Watch. J.R. Garcia, you think so? Man, if you draft Mario, was it Mario? Oh, I can't remember. I'm telling you guys, these names are falling out. Mario Williams and Clowney. You draft two freakish defensive ends at number 1, and you let them go. God, man, just some teams just don't learn. Like, you can't let Clowney go. You can't. Just pay that man. Let's see. Hawk. Clellan. Yeah, I think if Clellan's here, let's go ahead. That seems like a good fit. They run a 4-3 too. Like, makes a lot of sense over there. He's just like a good locker room guy too. And is this the Bears picks? Man, what a lot of pressure though. Like the original first rounder that they got from the Bears will be replaced with a player that plays the same position. Like, that's a lot of pressure to put on a dude. But you know, Furrow might be that dude. Let's see. Hawkinson gonna go number 7. I don't know, man. I don't know. Tight ends, like if Hawkinson had Fant's athletic ability, if you could combine Hawkinson and Fant into one player, that guy would be a top 10 pick. That would be one of those transcendent tight end prospects that go in the top 10. Neither of these guys, maybe it's because they're on the same team that you can kind of pick from each other, and like you don't get a full package because you're seeing both of them at the same time. I don't know, but neither of them really blows you away because the holes in their game are kind of frustrating. So if you can combine them, I'd do it, but I don't see either of these guys going in the top 15. Top 20 maybe, but Clowney to the Panthers to replace Peppers. That would be cool, but let's keep him out of the NFC, please. Why am I hating on tight end? I'm not hating on tight end. It's just a really deep position in this class. There's a ton of defensive ballers on the board. Like, I don't know. Nasir Adderley, huh? I like Adderley here. That would make sense. All right, let's do it, guys. I like where you guys' heads are at. We got a smart group here, folks. Let's see. Colts. I really like where this team is going. Took me a while to believe in them last year, but they showed up when it mattered the most. What are you guys thinking? It's got to be defense. Steven, my team is the Cowboys. I was going to start this off and just troll everybody and just do a 7-round Cowboys mock, but I don't want to scare everybody away. Maybe we'll do an intermission with the Cowboys. N'Keal Harry, I would love for them to draft a wide receiver, but everybody has them going defense, and I don't know why. What's his name? Jeffrey Simmons would be a good spot here. People keep saying he's going in the first. AJ Brown, I like AJ Brown. Let's go take a peek at this depth chart real quick. Man, this worked out, right? Braden Smith, good lord. This the only reason I don't have him going defense is because of Lewis here, and who's the other guy? They drafted another dude. I thought maybe not. Why is Jihad Ward listed as a defensive end for them? Anyways, they do need some defensive line help pretty bad. That's looking pretty rough there. I think this is a conservative group. What are you guys thinking? Abram, you guys are crazy. He's not going in the first round. Matt Dexter, wow. Abram. I see you, Hampton. You don't need to say Dexter over and over again. I'm surprised that Nightbot, where you at? Like, you're banning people for, making legitimate comments and then not timing out people that are typing the same name over and over. All right, I like wide receiver too. Let's be aggressive here and go wide receiver for them. I like AJ Brown too. They can get some defensive tackles, and they got an early 2nd-round pick, and there's going to be a run on wide receivers there, so they could go ahead and pick their guy early on. That would make the most sense. And then, if anything, I think Tillery will still be there. But who knows? All right, Raiders, man. Last one for you guys in the first round. What are we thinking here? See, I love that they... I love that they cross the needs off. That's pretty sweet. Where are my Raiders fans at? I know there's a lot of you guys. Hawkinson, Fant, which one you guys want? No running back in the first round. You guys have got to get with the times. All right, I like Hawkinson here too. If he falls all the way to 27, this would be an easy pickup. Fant, I like Fant there too. I prefer Fant, but Hawkinson's probably the more complete and safer option. So we'll go him. And they went heavy on the wide receivers, and so they don't need a wide receiver and a tight end's body here. Yeah, I agree, Paul. No first round running backs for me. I'm not a big fan of running backs in the draft in general. As a Cowboys fan, I remember being very disappointed in Ezekiel Elliott. Obviously, I love the pick now. I love the player. A lot of fun to watch. Jalen Ramsey is more of a long-term success story, but at the time it was, let's get a weapon for Romo to get him over the hump. And so it was like kind of a luxury pick. We did a corner. You don't know if a corner is going to come in and make as big an impact as he did. I think that Zeke made a just as big, if not a bigger impact. But the problem is now we got to pay Zeke, and it's like, do you really want a running back that you have to pay money to after 5 years of running him into the ground? Like, holy crap, we haven't even had Drew Lock. No, we did. What are you saying? Drew Lock for Rivers replacement? He's not going to fall this far. You had me scared that I skipped out on Drew Lock. No. All right. Wish this little thing would stop popping up. Chargers, we got them going Dexter Lawrence, guys. I like Dexter Lawrence. I've liked this here for a while. Tillery, huh? Who have they met with? Let's see. I like to use this as just like a tiebreaker, kind of. Didn't meet with Lawrence. Didn't meet with Tillery. I've heard that Tillery's a weird cat. I've heard the teams have met with him and that they are just not interested. They haven't met with either of them. But once again, they could just know that they like these top top defensive tackles. And if there's one there, then they take them. But it doesn't look like they view defensive tackle as that big of a need. They haven't met with too many of them, except for some late round guys. Wilkins, we already went Wilkins, didn't we? Yeah, he's gone. Titans. Yeah, I would like, the Chargers are a good squad, man. I was a big fan of theirs last year. I hope that they are able to get over the hump. They met with Daniel Jones. Did I just look over that? Ooh. Ooh. They worked him out. Is that what the WRO stands for? Sorry about your eyes, guys. My wife hates it when I'm scrolling through Netflix. I'm always like real fast. Like I'm just like scanning the thumbnails. I feel like I know all of them. Yeah, private workout. All right. Baker, huh? Do they need it? I guess they did lose. What's his name? Let's see what the Chargers are working with here. See, I think you can get away with these guys. And defensive tackle is another one of those positions that, oops, my bad. That I just, I don't know. Yeah, Jason Verrett. There you go. Thank you, Paul. Like I said, guys, names, man, they're just like falling out. I had a Rocco's Modern Life, the little intro. I was going to use that as the little GIF when I was going to talk about that. Where they're like in the intro when they're shoving like the book of information into his head and like a little bit of brain goof comes out. I was going to use that as to represent these names just falling out of my head this year, man. It's been crazy. But yeah, a lot of people like offensive line for them. I do too. I think their tackles are pretty blah. When's this guy gonna step up, man? Forrest Lamp, where you at, dude? He was like one of the darlings of his draft class. I don't like the idea of taking a quarterback here, guys. I'm sorry. So Daniel Jones, JM, appreciate you asking. The wife and I are hanging on. That's all I'm gonna say. It's pretty crazy. Yeah, Abram, that's awesome. Once again, 270 people watching, guys. I really appreciate that. This has been really awesome experience this year, doing the draft stuff. I remember thinking that my twins being born in March was going to be such perfect timing, because I remember with my first daughter that it just made so much sense. At nighttime, it was just like, it was awesome. Like, I would stay up, do late feedings with her, and I would do mock drafts and stuff like that, and she would just sleep. But with two, it's like, man, like I try feeding them like this, like two of them at one time with the bottles while she sleeps at night, and it's just like one of them will start coughing up and they need to be burped, and it's like you gotta like put the bottle down while this one's still midstream, so you gotta try and pick this one up, put it over your shoulder, and then like tap it. Like, it's been a process, man, and it's not been as relaxing, and they have not been as like angelic as our first daughter, and they might have colic, whatever that is. They might have reflux, whatever that is for an infant. So it's been a process. Next year, I feel like it'll all come together. They'll be a little bit more developed and sleeping through the night. And when I do all my mock drafts was always at like this time of day, like late at night. So yeah, man, I need a babysitter some kind of bad. But let's get back to it. Dexter Lawrence here. Simmons he's not gonna be able to play for this year, so I don't think that this is the spot for him. They need a guy that's gonna make an impact now. Tillery. Ooh, Marquise Brown. Brown. They just re-signed Travis Benjamin though, didn't they? I don't know about that one. Mike Williams, that guy, he's going to step up this year. But you're right, they don't have like a real, I guess Travis Benjamin would be that guy. So I'm not going to go with Marquise Brown here. It's a good thought, but best available, I agree. They just need a guy that can play. They should, honestly, this would be a great place, because you don't know if Hunter Henry's ever going to stay healthy for a whole season. Did they bring back the legend, Antonio Gates? I don't think so. I don't think he's back again. I'm gonna go Dexter, man. I really like Dexter. He should fall if he falls to the Rams. That's another place I really like him. But you guys said Tillery. Oh, they didn't update this. Yeah. Tyrell's gone. But Mike Williams, they let Tyrell Williams go because they've got Mike Williams. Like he's supposed to fill in that sort of big target role for them. This 1-2-3 right here is like an ideal threesome. Like you got a nice speedy slot guy here, Keenan Allen if he can stay healthy. Mike Williams came on at the end of the year. I really like Mike Williams. Let's see. Is this where? Oh nope, he's gone. Is this where DeAndre Baker goes, or is the attitude with Baker gonna scare them off and think that it's another troubled cornerback? Let's see. Yeah, they did meet with him. They did meet with a lot of corners, though. Good Lord. So, I don't know, man. I think they probably go with some sort of a defensive front guy here. Like an edge rush or... see what we're working with. Where are my Chiefs fans at? I know that you guys want to trade back, huh? You guys, let me know if I need to suspend old Nightbot or not. If he's pissing you guys off. I feel like I see him more than I see most of you guys commenting. Let me just check real quick, make sure everything been going well with the stream and stuff, guys. A lot of times the issues I had with Twitch is like, man, I just could not get my Elgato with Madden to really work consistently. Like my stream quality always fell off. Suspend Nightbot? Yeah? Get him. Alright. I didn't have any guys modding, so I was a little bit nervous, and I just was like, oh, where's Nightbot? Will do the job. But he's kind of getting on my nerves, too. Alright. Means I'm putting a lot of trust and faith in you guys. Don't screw me over and be a douche in the chat. Alright. What if they just went Chase Winovich here? Nah. Adderley is gone. Baker. Ah, man. Tillery. ATI, I went Dwayne Haskins. I think they're smoke screening their smoke screen and they're taking Haskins. Tillery. Alright, I can see Tillery going here. Rocky Sin, really? Did they meet with him? He is, I almost wanted to make a video, and once again, I just did not have the time or the energy to get it done this year. Man, I always look for Rocky Sin on things, and I can never, where am I at? I can never figure out how to spell his name or how to look him up. It is Yasin, all right. Yeah, no, they didn't meet with him, but I don't know if he really fits there. Tillery, all right, I'm seeing a lot of Tillery, so you guys probably know what you're talking about here. Let's go Tillery. All right, Packers back on the clock here. They went DK Metcalf early on here. Real quick, if you guys want, you can pause it on here and show you who's gone who. Check who your favorite team is gone. I feel pretty confident about this until we get to, once again, man, Seahawks screwed it all up because you know they're trading down. So I just had to sort of throw a player in there. It was like almost a throwaway pick. But then, like, I guess we feel pretty confident about everybody. Are they going Noah Fant here? Yeah, all right. I'm down with that. That would be, oh my God, that would be so crazy, dude. Let's look at what that offense would look like with DK Metcalf and Noah Fant. You gotta get one of those two, right? They gotta go either Metcalf or Fant, I think, at some point. No tight ends, huh? I like Dalton Risner. Risner? I think it was Risner. I think that was a pretty safe spot for him to go here. Their offensive line is the interior. The guard play is not so great. But I think that you could probably let him go somewhere else. Yeah, the Dolphins, I think they got Ed Oliver. Don't let Simmons fall to the Patriots. I actually wouldn't mind that, but they're another team that's in win now mode, so I don't know. I'm going to go Fant because we got to get one of those two right. All right, Rams are on the clock, guys. Let's look at they're an interesting team because they're pretty deep. I know their defense is looked at as pretty bad, but I don't think they're as bad as people think. I guess their defensive line could use another nose tackle, but I remember Wade Phillips doing pretty good work with below average guys. Yeah, I could see offensive line here actually. They lost, what's his name? Who did he go to? Rocky's in here. They do need a corner just because Marcus Peters is, always kind of questionable guy. Talib's real old. Roby Coleman. I don't know, man. I don't see corner in the first round for them really. And then they brought back Dante Fowler, so I don't really see the line edge rush as one either. I feel like, I think you guys are right. I think I'm gonna go with a center here. Where is McCoy? Where's my man McCoy? I think he's gonna go in the first. Let's go Eric McCoy. Good call, guys. Jeffrey Simmons, they want to get back to the Super Bowl, man. I think that Simmons is gonna fall if a team like the Colts or Eagles don't take him right around here. I think Jeffrey Simmons is going to end up seeing himself fall way down into the second. Not way down into the second, but past the first round picks and into that top 15 or so of the second round. Sullivan retired. Yeah, that's right. That's what it was. All right. Daniel Jones here? No. Where are the Patriots fans at? Are there any left after the hate and destruction I gave them throughout my pick'ems and during the playoffs? No, they're not going Daniel Jones. Stop. They do need a defensive tackle, but are they going to go? Where are they going to go? Who are they going to take? I don't see very many left for this early on. Where are you at? Interior defensive line. Yeah, I don't see a first-round defensive tackle left on the board, so they're going to have to wait on that. Ooh, Irv Smith. This is where they want Fant. If Fant fell here, that would be pretty wild. I don't see them going wide receiver with the group that's on the board right now. Maybe with N'Keal Harry. Have they met with Harry? This would be an inch. I don't know if I've put much stock into their draft list in a long time, or their visit list. Look how short it is compared to other teams. They met with Fant. Look at that. Yeah, they definitely would like him. Did they even meet with Hawkinson? No, they didn't. They probably know he's not going to be available for them. Oh, they did. Oh, they met with N'Keal Harry. What do you guys think? Harry here? This wide receiving core is not very good. I feel like tight end's too obvious. And what's his name? I like Austin Seferian Jenkins. This would be such a good redemption story for them. I don't know why he hasn't been able to. I know he can't keep his head on straight or whatever, but man, there's a lot of physical talent there. No, they're not going to go with the Penn State corner. Amani Aruware. Man, you guys don't know how many takes it takes sometimes for me to say his name when I'm recording mocks. It's super frustrating. Let's see. Harry. All right, I'm down for Harry, guys. I think that makes a lot of sense in this situation. All right, wow. There we go. What time is it? It only took us an hour to get through the first round. That's actually not that bad. We can do this. We'll run through these picks real quick. All right. Cardinals are back on the clock now. What are we working with here? Why does this thing keep popping up? People didn't like my Marquise Brown pick. I think it'd be cool if they got Murray and Marquise, but yeah, I think it makes sense. I don't think they've met with him, but I don't really care. I don't think that matters that much. Yeah, I haven't met with him, but doesn't look like they've met with a ton of wide receivers. Miles Boykin would be an interesting pickup for them in third or fourth, maybe. I can't remember. Who did I have them picking in the 7-round mock I did? You guys like Marquise Brown? Hey, I'm down. Let's do it. Let's keep Marquise there. I had him there in my last pick. All right, so the Colts are back on. They went A.J. Brown the first go-round. They were hoping for Jerry Tillery to slip to him in the second. It did not happen. Where do we go now? Do we go ahead and take what I think is the best offensive lineman left and have him play, what was the right guard that they needed? Where are the Colts going? Abram? No, you guys, come on. Why is everybody so into Abram? Really don't think he's that good. Colts man, though. Oh, man, it is Colts man. Sorry, dude. Harry's gone already. Who's your next guy on your wish list, Colts man? Greg Little. Greg Little's not a first or probably not even an early second round pick. Simmons here. Yeah, I guess Simmons makes the most sense. If he falls to them, they passed on him in the first round. If he's still there, they got to take him. All right. Do they have to go Josh Jacobs here? Do the Raiders go Jacobs? Yes. Is that a yes for Jacobs? I think so. You think it's so obvious? All right. Obvious to me too. It's a little bit of a reach, I feel like, still, but just give me a running back just outside of the first round, and I'm cool with it. Like, you just never know. Like, undrafted running backs can come in and make a big impact, like Phillip Lindsay. You just got to get the right guy in the right situation. Yeah, this one is pretty easy to me too. I think this is one of the more obvious love affairs. Although I might have pulled the trigger a little quickly. I feel like if he's available, have they met with him? I like him a lot. So if he's there, I can see the 49ers getting him. Maybe he doesn't fit the scheme. Maybe they don't like him there. All right. Giants back on the clock. Let's see. We went Haskins and we went Dillard. So, who's filling that? What do the Lions need? I don't know, man. Not there yet. Do they? I don't know if they have beast modes. He might still be on the roster, but he's probably getting released. Sounds like he's kind of worn his welcome out in Oakland already. Well, not in Oakland, but in the Raiders organization. See, if they really wanted to, I think they could get this guy here. Like, this to me, I would love. This would be a great pickup for them. If they got Daniel Jones in the second round, go for it. Like, get yourself one of the guys you like here. Get yourself Rashawn Gary at 6. Get Montez Sweat at 6. Get Brian Burns at 6. Get your offensive lineman at 17 still, and then you get Daniel Jones in the second round. Way more on board with that. Oh yeah, CGJ, huh? Chauncey Gardner-Johnson here. Oh no! Can we get the fail in the chat, guys? Fail emojis. Where they at? That's what happens when I'm swiping back and forth between the screens here. All right, let's run through this. We can do this real quick. If it happens after this, though. Ah, fucking A. I'm pissed. All right, we got this. Yeah. Oh, it happens. All right, let's not fuck this up twice. Went Jonah here, right? Lock, Bush, Metcalf, It's like sad that I can remember these. Who did we go here? We went greedy here, right? Was it, did we go Burns here or Sweat? You guys remember, was it Burns or Sweat? It was Sweat. All right. And that's right. It was Burns to the. It was Ford here. No, it was Dillard. It was Ford here. It was Wilkins here. Murphy here. There's Rapp. Looking at him and just missing him. Tunnel vision. That's the biggest thing I feel like I've had, guys, is tunnel vision with these twins, like with the lack of sleep and stuff, man. It's been rough. All right. They went Bradbury, right? Who do we have? Who do the Raiders go? What's up, guys? What's up, Patriots fan? The Raiders went Hawk? Yeah, you're right. You're right. Let me get another beer. I need another beer after that one, guys. That was... And I do it all the time, too. Like, I got a max on, like, 3 fingers swipe. For some reason, sometimes the third finger doesn't register, and 2 fingers is to go back. All right, furrow here. Was it... Oh, mother... Who told me it was hot? Okay, so they went... Alright, I'll just save. I'm not going to redo the whole freaking thing. They had Hawkinson at the next one, right? Alright. Where did... we had Adderley here. We had... AJ Brown here. Alright, there we go. That doesn't screw things up too much. And it was, yeah. At least we can fix it. Who do we have here? We had Dexter. And we had... Shit, was it Tillery here? Who do we have the Chiefs taking? I can't remember. And Chiefs fans are gonna be like, "Oh, you hate the Chiefs. I knew it." Was it Tillery? Seems like a weird pick. Already questioned him. All right, I know we had Fant here, and then we had Eric McCoy here. All right, Harry here, Marquise Brown, Jeffrey Simmons, Josh Jacobs, Debo. All right, is this where we were? We hadn't done the... Yeah, we hadn't done the Giants yet. All right. Where do we go now? Wide receiver seems too obvious. Cornerback. Oh, that's right. You guys are saying Chauncey Gardner-Johnson. Let me slide. There we go. Just over here. Let me see. Did they meet with Chauncey? They did not. That's all right. I really like that matchup. I think that's a great... Ooh. DeAndre Baker would make a lot of sense here. Good call. They did not meet with him either. What are you guys thinking? I think they need a defensive back. Versatility would be ideal. But DeAndre Baker, in my opinion, is a superior player. Do we go Gardner-Johnson or Baker? Ooh, Paris Campbell, really? So Aegis, A-E-G-I-S, however you pronounce that, Abram to replace Collins. I said that in my last mock when I was speeding through the 3rd round, I think it was. And I said that he was the box safety to replace. Everybody said, well, Julius Peppers. Well, the reason I didn't consider Julius Peppers there is because I see Peppers playing more of like a linebacker role. I don't know if you guys remember, but coming out of Michigan, people were looking at Peppers as playing kind of that linebacker-ish He was like a safety linebacker hybrid for them. And I see him playing the same as, what's his name? The dude from the Cardinals. Deon Buchanan. I see him playing a similar role to that with them. So they could use another safety. You guys seem pretty split here. Now, I'm not taking Daniel Jones here if I already took Dwayne Haskins. Daniel Jones would make a lot of sense here if they want to skip and he falls. But if they skip the first 2 picks and Daniel Jones, and it's looking like Daniel Jones is headed to 37, I see another team jumping up because this like 33 to 36 area will be a lot easier to trade into. They'll have all day Friday to negotiate and stuff as they wait for day 2 of the draft. Somebody else is going to trade up probably in this first 3 picks here if Daniel Jones is on the board. But the reports are that he's going in the first round. Makes sense to me. If you're going to trade up and get a quarterback, you might as well trade up into the first round. Get that extra 5th-year option on him, and you don't have to pay that quarterback over $100 million after 4 years. So let's go Chauncey Gardner-Johnson here. All right, Jaguars back on the clock. They went offensive tackle, 1st overall or 7th overall. It's an interesting pick. I like wide receiver here. I don't know if I like any of these wide receivers they have listed. Kind of run through them, it looks like, already. This seems way high for some of these guys. I like Kelvin Harmon. I'm pretty high on Kelvin Harmon. I think that he made Ryan Finley rather than the other way around. Ooh, Irv Smith Jr., that's a good idea. I'm down with that. Let's do that. They've needed a tight end there for a while. All right, Buccaneers went Devin White. They need edge rush. I think that they're making that transfer to the 3-4 eventually. They need corner. Ooh, DeAndre Baker here. Is this where Baker finally goes, guys? Let's take a look. They met with Baker. Oh, that's right. Nobody's met with Baker. No. That's Greedy. Nobody's met with Greedy for some reason. They've not met with Baker. They don't have a lot of cornerback visits. Wow, this might be the longest list of any other team out here. This is insane. Where have they had the time? Why are they meeting with so many wide receivers? That's crazy. Bruce Arians is a madman. All right. What are you guys thinking? Baker here? Yeah. He's just too good to keep falling here. All right, Bills back on the clock. They met with Abram, and they could convert him to cornerback. Bills get their wide receiver here. All right, let's take a look what we got. Paris Campbell, Emmanuel Hall, Terry McLaurin. I like Harmon here, maybe. They need, I feel like they need more of a double dip on offensive line, huh? I could see that. Let's actually look at, so everybody knows what you're talking about, because it's not a great. Quentin Spain, Mitch Morris they just signed, Spencer Long. Yeah, they need. Oh wow, they need it bad. Woo! Jonah Williams probably comes in, starts at right tackle, maybe even starts at left tackle and move Deion Dawkins to the right. But probably not. Definitely not as a rookie. But he could come in and play any of these 3 positions: left guard, right tackle. I think you're right. Reisner here would make a lot of sense. And if they don't go DK, and it looks like the wide receivers are falling off pretty quickly, and their wide receivers are decent. You can get by with them. It's funny they got Robert Foster listed underneath John Brown. I can see that, and John Brown offers you that speed threat. So, yeah, let's double dip. Who was that? Who said that? Who said the actual phrase double dip? I'm gonna shout you out. That was a good call. If I can find you. There we go. Replicate Moth. You guys have some crazy names, dude. Replicate Moth, you were the man. Let's go Reisner. All right, we went quarterback. You guys hated it. Or a lot of Broncos fans are not happy about it. You should be, I think. I think the Locke's being underrated or disrespected, whatever you want to call it. Broncos going. What do we got, guys? Broncos here. They go linebacker. What's his face? Needs a good linebacker to run his scheme. Mac Wilson. Let's take a peek. Josie Jewell is not his kind of guy. I liked him coming out last year, but that's not his dude. Todd Davis, not his dude. You guys want to go? Yeah, Reisner should go a lot earlier. Rocky Sin, huh? That would make sense. Cornerback. Oh, but they did just bring Bryce Callahan in, so. And Kareem Jackson. I don't know. I don't think they go corner this early. I think they got to get a linebacker, man. Well, Mac Wilson is good. I don't know why. Yeah, Rocky Sin's still on the board. I don't know. I don't trust him that much. Like, I get it, but see, another team though that probably could let a guy like Daniel Jones fall to them. Let's see. Hold on. Yeah, let's go Mac. Sorry, I wanted to just double check. What do you guys think? Man, this I spend so much time on this site. It's just so clean, dude. Like, this is just such a nice setup to be able to just get like little scouting reports like that. All right, Bengals on the clock. What are you guys thinking here? We went Devin Bush with the first pick. Got to get those linebackers early. I like how, let me see that. I like how they bumped Cashman way up. That was a fast riser. Hey, Daniel Jones here, right? Yeah. Damn, we finally found a home for this man. Phew. All right, Rocky Sin. This makes too much sense, I feel like, now with the Lions. No visit, but my Detroit Lions. I see you, Cody. Cornerback, guard, or tight end? Lane, Love, or Long? The tackle from West Virginia. Yeah. Rodney Juiced. Let's see. Yeah, I like, what's his name? Justin Lane. Who do we have him taken? Do we have them taken to Michigan-based players here? Lonnie Johnson. Oh, Lindstrom would be good too. Let's take a peek at their Frank Ragnow was last year's first rounder. That was a good pickup. Their offensive line is pretty rough off here. And all right, so who was it that you're saying? Lindstrom? Yeah, Lindstrom needs to come off the board. Sin, Kajust. Did they meet with Kajust? Nope. I feel like this is the type of organization that would definitely have met with the guy they're going to take early in the second round. I think that wide receiver is actually an underrated spot for them, but I don't see anybody I really like for them. Let's go Rocky Sin. I think this is a good spot for him. Yeah, they definitely need some offensive line help, but we'll see. Like I said, they need to trade down, man. The Falcons trading up with the Lions in the first round puts them middle of the first. That's a great place for a guy like Lindstrom or Cody Ford or all right, Packers fans, where you at? Oh, they met with Lonnie Johnson? Did I miss that? That would probably been a good pick. I hear Lonnie Johnson. Oh, they did. You guys could probably sub Rocky Sin out for Lonnie Johnson. I'm hearing he's going early. Is Abram going here? He's not really a free safety though, right? I mean, yeah, I don't want a guy that's got no ball skills. Lindstrom here, I could see that. Let's. Savage, huh? That's a little rich for Savage, I feel like, but it's definitely more of a free safety than I'll do that. Let's go. Let's reach on Savage. See, no, you know what? This is who needs to go here. But you guys know what team I'm saving him for. You guys can have Savage. Take your Savage and get out of here. All right. What are the right tackles available? I don't know if it won't let me sort it by right tackle, but here you go. Here's the tackles: Greg Little, Titus Howard, Gary. There's actually some pretty good players here still. I think that you can get a solid starter in this second or third round here. The Vikings took Ford. Falcons up. Who are we thinking here, guys? They took Greedy early on, which was best player available / minor need, underrated need type of thing. I saw that what's his name just signed his Grady Jarrett just signed his franchise tag or whatever, so he'll be back or he'll be traded. Who knows? If they get Greg Oliver, maybe they move him, but I think he stays. I think they use the two of them this year, and this is probably a sleeper team for the NFC, honestly. Kajust here, that's actually probably right along the lines of what I was thinking. Oh, nope, Lindstrom. Boom, done. Easy pickings right there. That makes way too much sense. Titus Howard, huh? Did they meet with Howard? Ooh, that's probably a good pick too, man. I could see that. Zach Allen is another good one. They're a hard team to judge, man. That's why I think that they could move up and get the guy they really want, but it's a deep roster, man. The Falcons, I like that team. All right, Redskins are back on. Paris Campbell, huh? Let's go all the way to the bottom. Ooh, I like that pick, actually. That makes a lot of sense. Now, problem is they better have a quarterback on this roster. I like Will Grier here, honestly. I think that if they don't have a wide receiver figured out by the time they get to this point, when's their next pick? Not for a while. I'll go Paris Campbell. I'm down for that. That makes a lot of sense. Whoever's at quarterback is going to need some weapons. All right. Wow, they have edge listed on here twice. It's that big of a need. We went Brian Burns. Do they Who's their safeties over there in Carolina? They have Rashawn Golden playing free safety. That's awesome. I guess who's they had an old guy. I can't remember his name now. He used to play for the Saints. Abram makes a lot of sense here. I thought that Eric Reed was a free safety coming out, but maybe he's made the shift towards strong now. You know what? I think Little makes too much sense also. Let's go Greg Little here. All right, we went Ed Oliver with the first pick. This team, trade down. Get to it next year. Other than that, though, they are our best player available type here. You think Will Grier? I liked mocking him to the Dolphins in that last mock, but let's see what we got. Who they met with? What are they looking at? What's their own self-evaluation? That's what I feel like this list really does. Is a self-evaluator. Like, it shows you what the team thinks that they need, and they think that they need some linebackers, which makes sense. A defensive head coach is going to want to get linebackers in that are his guys, that fit his system and his scheme. And I don't see it. These look like some pretty late round linebackers, though. I could just not be familiar with those guys too well. All right. Winovich? Yeah, Winovich is still available, actually. Did they meet with him? That makes a lot of sense here. Ja'Kai Polite. Did they meet with Polite? Yeah. But that could be a bad thing, you know? Like, a lot of teams that have met with Polite are not too happy with him. Will Grier. I already did that. Let's go Chase Winovich. I like that pickup for them. Makes sense. I like him more in a 3-4 team, but dude, honestly, Bruneel Jacobs, this draft class is really the only one that's not that good at quarterback. The last one was amazing, maybe historic, and then the next two are gonna have like can't miss prospects in it. I think we're pretty spoiled, actually. The fact that, and then we've got Kyler Murray in this one. Like, this isn't that bad of a draft class. Like, if Kyler hadn't declared, it would have been a pretty rough class. But this is a solid quarterback class, man. People are giving it a lot of disrespect. I was on the hating bandwagon, I guess, early on, but I've kind of pumped the brakes a little bit on the quarterbacks in this class because they're not as bad as people are really saying still. I think it's almost become a little bit trendy to hate on the quarterbacks in this class. But it's all in the NFL today, like, it's all about getting the right quarterback and just the right system. Let's see. I like cornerback for the Browns. Lonnie Johnson, you guys are thinking that? Justin Lane. They haven't met with either of those guys, but they better not take Juan Thornhill from me, man. Abram, who do they have? I thought they got another safety, though. Where we at? All right, let's check. Yeah, that's right. They did draft Morgan Burnett, but that was a questionable. I remember when I saw that, I was like, Morgan, where are my Packers fans at? Even you guys know that Morgan Burnett is washed. Let's go. That's a great place for him. I think that might be. I feel like sometimes teams use free agent signings as like a silent smoke screen or whatever. Like, they don't have to like leak out a rumor that they're interested in so and so. They can just sign a guy, and they sign him to like a 1-year contract, and it's like 1-year contracts, they don't mean anything. Like, you can easily just cut a 1-year contract. Like, in fact, all the smart teams, they go out and they sign a bunch of veterans that have performed at a level to be expected at some point in their career, sign them to a 1-year deal with no guarantees, or a guarantee that is, that they can stomach letting go for nothing if they don't make it through training camp as a guy that they look like they want to rely on. So, all right, this thing says that we've still got interior offensive line as a need for the Vikings, but I think that Cody Ford ends up playing there. Offensive tackle, one of the two. I think this is a sneaky team for tight end. I can see Jace Sternberger here. What do you guys think? You think they go back-to-back offensive line? I know that it's bad, but is it that bad? Isabella, you're crazy, Cameron. I like you, but you're crazy. West Virginia offensive lineman. All right. Minnesota Vikings. Titus Howard here. Could be a sneaky place. I don't know. Is Zimmer a small school? I don't feel like he's a small school kind of guy. I'll go back to back. I'm okay with this. They didn't meet with Kajust, but this is one for the Control F. Who has met with Yodney? Of course. The Bucks, Titans. Okay, so some teams have met with him. He's getting visits. Of course, the Patriots are the first one. Oops, sorry guys. First one's on the list here. Oh, Dolphins would have given it a good spot. I really liked him. I feel like he's got a lot of athleticism. I think he's coming off of an injury, so people are a little hesitant that he hasn't really reached his full potential or didn't fully recover. But shout out to whoever it was that reminded me of the Control F. I would not have remembered that shortcut off the top of my head. They've met with Jace Sternberger. Corner, I could see that too. I really do want to go. Where you at? Was it Jenkins? Yeah, they went. They went Cody Ford in the first round. Michael Jordan, I could see them going there later. Let's go Jace. What do you guys think? You want Sternberger or Jenkins or Kajust or Howard? What do you guys think? Jenkins? What are you asking, Angus Beef? What's that sheet keep stoling on computer? What is that list? Kajust. All right. Jace, Kajust. Thronhill. Who the hell is Thronhill? You're not taking my Thronhill. All right. Damn. All right, let's go to Kajust. It looks like a good. Everybody's down for that. That makes a lot of sense. I'm pretty sure I mocked him to the Vikings in the first round plenty of times, so that's a steal. Now Titans went Christian Wilkins first round. Christian Miller. Ooh, Ja'Kai Polite here maybe. Abraham Mosley, you better. Where's Nightbot when I need him? Oh, Angus Beef. The list I'm looking at here is on walterfootball.com. I know everybody hates on Walter Football, but I don't know anybody else that keeps a list like this. So it's actually Charlie Campbell here who compiles this list, and it's all of the team visits. So this is what I used for my rumors mock that I did last, and I also then would just type into Twitter like a player name. If I thought I saw a hey, shut up, Beer Thug. If I saw a player that I thought was a good fit, but I didn't see anything about them, I would search their name and the team name on Twitter, see if there's some sort of rumors being started with them or just some sort of connection that was made by somebody other than just like, casual fans. But this is an awesome list. If somebody wants to compile this next year and do it by some sort of sortable chart, like maybe top projected round players or something like that, it'd be pretty cool. But let's go to the bottom, control down, get to the Titans. Did they meet with Polite? They did. They met with him twice. So this makes a lot of sense to me here, because it's going to take somebody, they probably had to meet with him once and be like, all right, are you that big of a shithead? Or did you just get bad advice? This dude got bad advice, guys. Like, they've got him listed as 260. Is that what he showed up as a combine as? Probably. This man was, let's go look at Ja'Kai Polite at Florida. Good picture. All right. Does this look like a 260-pound man? Does this look like a 260-pound man? This is not a 260-pound man. 245 maybe? 250 max? Like, he's short too. Like, yeah, like, this is not a 260-pound football player. Like, so he just got really, really bad advice. Somebody's, I think, going to get a massive steal with Ja'Kai Polite, because, and that's why people are like, oh, he's going to fall to the third round. Like, he's not. Yeah, he might be 260 now, but once he gets back into, like, real football shape, my anticipation is that he will, especially if he goes to a team like the Titans, running a 3-4, he's going to be perfect match for them, because he can cut back down to play about 230 or 245, whatever he played at Florida. I think actually I had him going in my last mock, this pick right here. So I think that this is where he goes around. Zach Allen would have been a good pick too. Now, Andrew, we're gonna have to roll through these. I want to get the top ones right, or I want to spend time on these top 3 rounds, because these are the players I'm probably the most familiar with. And then we're not gonna cross reference once I get to the 3rd or 4th round. I'm just gonna be like, click, 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 click. I'm gonna look down. You guys are gonna give me some suggestions, and we're gonna roll from there. All right. All right, Andrew Salmerin. He's not going to be the best in this draft, even better than Nick Bosa, I'm assuming you meant, but oh yeah, there we go. All right, Pittsburgh, Kelvin Harmon, huh? JJ Arcega-Whiteside. Yeah, I see. Abraham Mosley. I see you. Oh, Nate Bobby Gaming. What's up, dude? You and me are on the same page here for sure. Let's see. Steelers, Pittsburgh, PPP. Where are you at? No Arcega-Whiteside. They meet with Lonnie Johnson. No. Oh, Justin Lane. What do you guys think about Justin Lane here? Harmon. That's right. Didn't meet with him, but man, I know that that's not a great reference, because especially in the second round, late in the second round, you're not always going to meet with the player that you pick. They have to go wide receiver here. See, I don't think that they do, man. Like, I like Lane, honestly. It's a guy that they've met with, so they knew that they needed a corner. We did go corner. Sorry, we did go corner. That doesn't make any sense here. All right, but let's look at the depth chart. I don't think that their wide receivers are that bad off. Like, obviously, you're not going to replace Antonio Brown overnight, but like, they did draft James Washington pretty early on. Switcher's not so bad. Eli Rogers. Ben Roethlisberger has made wide receivers his entire career. Like, he made Santonio Holmes look like a beast. Like, Yeah, sorry guys. They're not going corner again back to back. That's not that big of a need. We already addressed that. But if they go somewhere else early on, there's definitely some corners left over for them. All right, wide receiver. I'm down with Harmon. I see Harmon just doesn't offer a lot for me that what's his name? Juju doesn't offer. And James Washington. Like those are both kind of big wide receivers. Arcega-Whiteside. Sternberger actually. Yeah. That's a sweep. Pio Javier. He seems like the guy that they already have. What's his name? The dude that put that Vance McDonald on that massive stiff arm. Did they visit with Isabella? Ooh. Yo, what do you guys think about Isabella here? I like it. I like it. Let's do Isabella, man. Oh, sorry. What'd you say? Give us a... I didn't mean to ignore you, man. I'm sorry. Give us a safety, right tackle, or tight end, huh? Isabella's round 3. So the Steelers and Aegis, whatever, maybe you will be able to explain this more. They've got this this formula for drafting wide receivers, and I feel like that's partly why they've been so successful with just churning them out. It's like a list of all these like physical attributes that you need to meet, and I know that Isabella meets all of those attributes, but I bet you that McLaurin does also. You're saying safety, right? I'll give you Jace. Let's go Jace. I like Jace Sternberger here. Or did I already do Jace Sternberger? No, I did not. Let's do Jace. So you can say, get them a real tight end. They haven't had a real tight end since Heath. All right, Eagles are on the clock. We went Nazir Adderley with the first pick. They need offensive tackle. This is the draftnetwork.com. Oops. What are you guys thinking? Titus Howard here? That would be kind of an interesting spot. They met with him. Or what's the other offensive tackle at the top? McGarry? Yeah, something like that. Boom. Done. All right. Let's see. Sorry, Ben. Took a tackle. Jalen Ferguson is still available. Zach Allen is also still available. This list, I would have liked to have done this list on my own because it's just hard to find people on these sometimes when you're doing them. That's why it takes me so long to make my own. Because like, where is he? Guess he would be listed as an edge. Yeah, Zach Allen's not the 84th best player in this draft. Like, I respect this site. I appreciate their draft machine, but Zach Allen is not the 84th player in this draft. Offensive tackle here. We didn't go offensive tackle for them? Yeah. Oh, that's right. We went Bradbury. Yeah, maybe we double dip. There seems like there's a lot of teams that need to double dip at offensive line, which is just a testament to how bad the O-lines are in the league. And you know what that coincide with, and a lot of people's theories are, is with the new CBA, where they allowed like less and less practice or like physical contact, that the offensive lines drop off considerably because they don't have they need that physical contact to really gel. Caleb McGarry, let's do it. Money. I love when you like are going through here, and you just find a guy that just makes sense. The team's interested. You're interested in giving him to him. Pull the trigger. All right. Jalen Jelks to the Texans. I like Jelks, but he's not going to go. Oh, okay. I can see Justin Lane is supposed to go pretty high. He should be gone by now, honestly. I don't feel like I need him to go in this. Julian Love, too, though. Safety? Thornhill? Lonnie Johnson? Did they meet with Johnson? What do you guys think? One of these top 3 corners here, or sorry, one of these top 4 corners. See, I'm disrespecting these corners. These guys are probably going to go a lot earlier than this. Nah, I don't see running back. Let's go Lonnie. They met with Aruware, right? Yeah, they met with all of these guys too. So Texans might end up with their pick of the litter here with cornerbacks, but corners, once teams start taking corners, everybody freaks out and they all take corners. So cornerbacks and wide receivers I see dominating the second round. I'm just like, I'm nervous about taking them for a lot of these teams. Like, I feel like we didn't neglect them that badly, but you can never have too many. So, you know, it won't be an obvious need for somebody, but they're going to really like to, they're going to really want to take their guy. Damn it. You guys are right. Zach Allen here. Too much sense. Boston. Yeah, we are in the second round. You guys can see where we're at right over here. Round 2, pick 57. Or up here. Round 2, pick 57. Let's see. Sorry, guys. We already went safety. So it looks like Thornhill. I see you, Abraham. Thornhill's not making it here. If you guys don't know, that's if you're new here, that's an ongoing joke on my channel that I really like Juan Thornhill. I am from the Charlottesville area. My family-in-law has season tickets to UVA, and they were actually decent this year. So I went to a lot of games, and I went to a few games last year, and I actually did not. My knock on Thornhill was that he was not the best athlete. And then he went and like just destroyed the combine and just blew everything that I knew out of the water. Maybe it's just because he's slow to react. His play speed is not the same as it is compared to the combine, but definitely not going Thornhill here, guys. After we went Nazir Adderley in the first round, and then we went, what was the offensive tackle we took for them? Titus Howard. I like Collier, LJ Collier here. They meet with him. Even if they didn't meet with him, I think they did, because yeah, so many teams are really digging into this guy right now. You think Ferguson? Miles Sanders? I don't know, man. Jordan Howard kind of solidifies that running back position for me. What do we think, guys? Collier or Ferguson here? Backup quarterback? They do need a quarterback, man. Like, we do still have quite a few quarterbacks left on the board. Ferguson. All right. Let's do it. And once again, there's no secret here. My man in this draft class, Juan Thornhill. Look at this dude. See, even Krav said doesn't have elite range, but like I said, everybody was like, "Oh, he's such an elite athlete or whatever." Yeah, on the field, man, he doesn't play nearly as explosive as he did at the combine, but you know, a free safety that is a former corner, you know, he's gonna have good ball skills. So. All right, you guys think it's Julian Love here? See, Taylor Rapp, it depends how they feel about Xavier Woods. I feel like Xavier Woods and Thornhill could actually play well together. You're always going to use 3 safeties, especially this team. Sean Bunting, interesting pick. Abraham, you know what? I don't think that the chances of him making it to 58 are that high. And it could be, I'm not actually a UVA fan, but I'm just I live in this area and I don't have a pro football team to go visit, and I, play or I'm, make a lot of money and stuff off of watching football. So like, that's kind of my job now. And so I watch NFL on Sundays. So the only time I really get to go to football games is on Saturdays. So I'm kind of a homer for Thornhill, because and any other UVA players that I see that I feel like are legitimate NFL players, there's not a lot of them. So when I see one on the field for them, they catch my eye pretty quickly, and I kind of fall in love with them, because it's just something about seeing a player play consistently or more than once at least live that it makes a big impact on how you see them. All right, let's get back to it. Oh, sorry. Colts going corner. It looks like you guys are definitely seeing that run in the corners go later than I expected. Nope. But they're kind of low key. Tim Harris, another guy, pretty good. For some reason, I couldn't find anything about him. You guys think Deontay Thompson, huh? Meet with a Warrior. See, they're a tight-lipped front office. Like, they're not showing their hand here at all. What we got? Julian Love. I think yeah. Oh, saying a Warrior. Yeah, let's go with Amani. Best player, big corner. Quincy Wilson hasn't done shit so far. All right. Charges. Who did the Colts get early seconds? I don't remember. Jeffrey Simmons. AJ Brown was the first round pick. See, Julian Love, free safety or offensive tackle, eh? Who did we give them earlier? Dexter. Yeah, no, guys, I'm all over. This is, you guys are like basically seeing what I go through. This is like the initial process of me building a mock. And then I go through and I like tear it all up, and I like do a whole nother one basically. And I compare the two, and then I like pick with like the scenarios that I feel like are most realistic. But I do a lot of this like back and forth ADD stuff. All right, you guys are thinking Julian Love here. Free safety. Can Sean Bunting play free safety? Nah, he's too small. Ooh, man, that X is real close to the restart draft button, guys. Not a fan. Ooh, this would make sense. Deontay Savage is not on the board. We went Savage pretty early, actually. Yeah, we went Savage to the Packers. Who do I say Denver takes? I think it's got to be Drew Lock. I mean, unless somebody trades up for Drew Lock early on, he just makes the most sense at 10. And then I had them going Mac Wilson, so they get their linebacker to play in what's-his-face's scheme. David Edwards, they could use O-line, that's for sure. Yeah, let's go. You guys say Edwards? I'm going Edwards. Let's get them an offensive tackle. All right. The Chiefs went defensive tackle, right? They went Tillery. So let's go. We definitely need some edge rush here. Collier's not like a speed rushing type. Banogu. You guys want corners? I guess corners make the most sense here because they've got the most depth available. Let's not reach on the position and take the best players here. Is Lane on here? No. Is Love? No. But they probably don't expect either of these guys to be here. I'm thinking, you guys think Love? Not Lane? Man, I'm disrespecting Justin Lane. Justin Lane is going to go in the top 50. This 42 ranking is probably solid. He's probably going to go somewhere around that pick. And I don't know why I haven't been able to find a home for him, but some team is going to love this guy. But I will go Julian Love here. Bronco fan, I agree with you. Your enemy rival Chiefs, they need edge rushers. I don't know what they've been doing. Take a peek at it. They did sign what's his name from the Chargers here. You'd be familiar with him. Where is it? Jeremiah Atauchu. Aren't they bumping to a 4-3-2? Atauchu is definitely not a 4-3 outside linebacker. He will be playing down here. Breland Speaks is actually a solid sort of run stopper. Oh, that's right. They got Alex Okafor. Not bad. I think that they're actually feeling okay about where they're at. I think they're hoping, what's his name? Steve Spagnuolo will make a big difference here as far as getting a little bit more out of that defense. And let's be honest, they're not winning with their defense. Like, this team is not built to win with defense. Their defense just needs to get in the way. That's really all they care about. Now, Justin Lane's still here. Who did Houston did get? Who did they go back to back? They went Lonnie Johnson. We almost did go Justin Lane, and that could be the place he goes. But Lonnie Johnson's one of those guys. Rumors have been saying he's going first round even, but I don't believe that. All right, Saints. I feel like the Raiders are going to do something really stupid. You wish. JJ Arcega-Whiteside. You know what? Let's speed this thing up. I like that pick. I think that makes a lot of sense. I had them going Terry McLaurin, but let's go Arcega-Whiteside. That makes sense to me. Cool. All right, I appreciate that. NFL rankings. I didn't know that. I'm assuming you're talking about Sean Payton. All right. Oh, here we go. They are back on the board. See, I don't know, man. Who was it that said? Abraham Mosley. I don't know, man. I think that this is a solid little group here. And you had Tillery here. And Derek Nottie was actually pretty solid. I like edge rush more. I want like a speed rushing edge. So I'm gonna say Banogu. Yeah, I'm with you, Hampton. Let's go Banogu here. See, and I think that you're kind of anticipating that Tyrann Mathieu is gonna get you your turnovers. Fuller is solid, man. Fuller's solid. Rashad Breeland is solid. Like, they do need some more corners, but Love is coming in. Can't say I'm too familiar with Jordan Lucas's performance, but Jenkins is another dude that should be gone by now. Like, just skip their pick. I'm actually gonna go just. They say they don't need corners, and I remember a bunch of Patriots fans saying that they don't need corners, but like I said, you literally can never have enough corners. Like, if you think it's a strength, you should probably draft another guy. Like, how can you say that when you've got a 40-year-old guy playing corner like as your starter? Like, you cannot say that it's. Let's do it. Justin Lane's too good. He falls right into the lap. People were like, it's so funny, man, because Patriots fans just assume that I hate the Patriots. Everybody assumed that when I picked against them in the pick'ems last year that I hate I hate their team. People were like, oh my God, you must love the Patriots since you made them such a great draft. It's like, no, they just, all of their picks fall in a position where it just really worked out. There just seems to be a lot of depth. There are a lot of great options or best players available for them to just take. Like the Chiefs are a team where I feel like their needs are so great at certain positions that are gonna have a run on them right before they get to on the clock. So like everybody says they need like a legit edge rusher, and they do, but all of them are gone by the time they get to this pick. Like they're gonna need to jump in front of the Raiders at one of these picks here to get their guy, so they're just slotted in a spot where I don't think the Chiefs are gonna have a great draft unless they're aggressive and make moves. All right, let's run through this quickly, guys. What do you think? Yeah, it is 2 hours, and I think I told my wife I'd help at 11. All right. Should I run through it, or should I do this again another day? Let's run through it. Because I know that I won't be able to save it, and then we'll have to come back. LJ to the Cards. Like it. Let's go. Steelers. We didn't go wide receiver before. Let's get into that point. I think Emmanuel Hall fits those needs, and he's the best player on the board. Oh man, if this works out, bam, that's an easy one right there. Sean Bunting. You know what? I can't say I'm too familiar, but what's his name? The draft guy. I can't think of his name right now. He's on the Cowboys draft show. He's like one of my favorite draft guys. What are you in disbelief by? Oh, because we didn't go Isabella here. Yeah, we probably should have gone Isabella. You're right. I'm sorry, man. But I think look at Emmanuel Hall. He's solid, dude. Like, and he's got the size, and I feel like that's the only thing that Isabella's missing to fit you guys' needs or your threshold or whatever, is that he doesn't have that size. I think that you'll really like Emmanuel Hall if you look into him. I'm gonna go. I did a 7-round mock draft. I don't feel like their need here is exactly. Here's the man I gave them right there. Bam. It's an easy one. We went tackle, tight end. They need another big wide receiver. Kelvin Harmon is still on the board. See, these rankings are trash. Kelvin Harmon is a 2nd-round pick, guys. Don't get fooled. Edge rusher. I feel like they could go with Charles Omenihu or Drew Samia, maybe. Christian Miller. Should we look? Should we waste the time? Let's waste the time. Yep, bam. Omenihu. Works for me. Another guy I think is probably a 2nd-round pick. This draft is just so damn deep, man. Like, yeah, dude, somebody's definitely getting a steal with Kelvin Harmon. And then the other thing you said, Atlanta fan, is Collier he could play either. He's definitely more of a run-stopping 4-3 defensive end. But if you wanted him to, I think he could put some weight on and play the edge in a 3-4. Play the 5 technique. You think that Andy Isabella has the Steel City hard mentality? I'm mad you put that in quotations like that's something we're supposed to know. Is Kelvin really that good? Yeah, dude. He's pretty good. It's a shame because it's not a great comparison based on his NFL production, but Corey Davis for the Titans is who his skill set reminds me of. So, and Corey Davis went number 4 overall. So just imagine that in from a player that went to a major conference school or whatever. Let's see. Interior defensive line, tight end, cornerback. Let's go. Thompson is still on the board. Does he need to go here? Let's go. Boom. Offensive tackle. yeah, if we haven't gone offensive line for the Bengals in the first 2 rounds, what do you guys think? Jets will win the Super Bowl, mark my words. I don't think so, bro. I saw some stat though. If you were to put $100 on I think it was the Giants winning the Super Bowl right now, you'd get like 25 grand back. It's absurd. What are we looking at? Bengals. Yeah, I don't see any guys on the board right now. So I'm just going to go ahead and give them... Ooh, no. Guys, that would have been it. I would have had to log off. Let's see. Yeah, let's just go Dennis Daly here. They didn't have him, right? Yeah. See, here we go. The Patriots showing up when the board is just stacked. Oh my God. They'd be all over Andy Isabella, wouldn't they? Ooh. Oh, you guys are saying, no. We went Daniel Jones. So Will Grier wouldn't make sense there, but Will Grier makes a ton of sense right here. Yeah, you're right, Atlanta fan. He didn't run that well, but people shouldn't have expected him to run that well. You know what I mean? Like, that's not really his game. Let's go. I feel like this is a good pairing right here. Draymond Jones to the Bills in the third. Packers are having a pretty solid draft. Should they reach on an offensive tackle here? You know what? I feel like Dax Raymond. Could see that. Joan. Ooh. It's a good idea. I like Joan. They did just go corner heavy. Who else was I looking at? Nah. All right, where are we thinking, guys? Joan, Jordan. Where did Reisner go? You guys got to scroll back. There he goes, Bills. Oh, that's right. I'm looking at the interior offensive line for the Packers. What have they done? No, they don't see it as that big of a need. It looks like they're looking at offensive tackles. Maybe they're bumping offensive tackle into guard. It's like the popular move these days. I don't like these guys this high. What are you guys thinking? Jordan, Joan. Damn, you guys really want another corner for the... You know what? Sleeper guy I really like. Kalen Saunders, let's go. They haven't gotten a quarterback yet, and Tyree Jackson is a guy that everybody's gonna fall in love with. And I love his physical skill set. Guess what? I'm getting him on Madden for every chance, every team I can. He's gonna be such a project. You know who I think really made him is Anthony Johnson. So I'm not taking him here. I could see them taking a guy like Jared Stidham, though, who I think is a victim of his offensive scheme. That was a run-heavy offense. His wide receivers were trash. So, yeah. I think it's Drew Samia they met with. So I'm going to go interior offensive line here. Panthers need a safety. Didn't we go safety for them? Man, I've done so many damn mock drafts that I was like, didn't I give them Nazir Adderley? No, they did not. They went edge. Greg Little. And Samia. Now, see it? It's a run-heavy offense. They need a safety, but I think they can buy with what they've got, and there's still some pretty decent safeties on the board. This is a pretty good safety class. Isabella is still available. Trayvon Mullen and Riley Ridley were both available. I pulled the trigger quite quickly. Sorry. Tyree Jackson to the Dolphins. That's actually, let's do that. I like that. My reasoning for Will Greer to them in the second or third in my last mock stands still true to this pick, is that just like give them an option, give them something other than Ryan Fitzpatrick to have their, like, you know, the future hopes on. If it works out, awesome. You'll know. Like, I feel like with a quarterback, man, you know when as soon as they get into camp, like, it doesn't take long to know if the guy's the guy. But it's not something you can identify through just like a couple meetings. Falcons, what are we looking at? Defensive tackle. I don't like the defensive tackles left. Tight end. Let's do tight end for them. Dax Raymond. Here we go. I bet you they met with one of these tight ends. Let's see what. Nope. We're doing it anyways. What do you think? Oh, Chumadoga? Edoga? They didn't meet with him either. Darrell Henderson, huh? Jackson is totally being overrated. You're completely right on that. But yeah. All right, which one of these tight ends? They need tight ends there. They got to keep just pulling the trigger on tight ends until they finally get somebody's. Okay, I'll keep that in mind, Garcia. Let's go Dax. All right, we went, I think I went Abram, right? Yes, Jonathan Abram. All right, cornerback for them, Bunting. This is thedraftnetwork.com. No, Trayvon Mullen. All right, I'm still gonna give them one of these. They need one of these top corners here still. David Long's. Maybe not. Linebacker. There's not a lot of linebackers. Cashman. All right, what do you guys think? Yeah. Oh, sorry. It is Walter Football for the visits. Appreciate that, Atlanta fan 21. Cashman, Bunting. Let's go Bunting. I'm not too familiar with him, honestly, but he's got a good rep. Then we went back-to-back offensive line for the Vikings. They need edge, tight end, potentially corner. Now, is this like really bad on you guys' eyes for the stream, or can you just not even see that well? Isabella. Ooh. Dawson Knox. Did they meet with him too? I like it. Let's go. All right, interior offensive line probably for them. Ben Powers makes a lot of sense. Let's do it. Steelers. What was it? I don't want to piss you off again. What was that pick? Made a lot of sense. I can't remember. Miles Sanders. That's right. Trayvon Mullen to the Vikings. I would like that too. Sternberger is already off the board for them. I think we went for them last time. It was Isabella. Isaiah Prince or Bobby Evans. So you're not a fan of a running back here. Not a fan of Yeah, I think I like this. This is a good spot for a running back. He makes a lot of sense. We got 2 Pennsylvania running backs now to fight for carries. Seahawks are back on the board now. It's been a while. Christian Miller. They seem like the kind of place that would think they've got a good program there that they think they could keep a guy like him healthy. Amani Hooker, we already went safety. We went Taylor Rapp earlier. That would make a lot of sense. Yeah. Christian Miller. Yeah, let's go Christian Miller. I think that makes sense. But you did just pay your quarterback a lot of money, and they've got a pretty poor offensive line. These offensive line rankings are not that great either. See, I like these guys up here. Maybe not Nate Davis. I don't know much about Nate Davis, but I'm going Chuma Edoga here. He can play interior offensive line. All right, we've gone wide receiver. They need linebackers, pass rushers. Their defense is actually pretty set. They reload, but this is the type of place where they grab guys. Bam, that's an easy one. They love their Alabama guys, even though what's his name's not calling the shots. Texans. I feel like they've had a ton of picks. Johnson, Gary, Bradbury. They need a safety. Amani Hooker. All right, Bears on the clock. First round, first pick of their draft. They need a running back. This is my man right here. If I had to stand on the table for another guy, it would be right here for Darrell Henderson. This man is a baller. Yes, welcome to Chicago. All right. Detroit, you need a tight end. Stop playing games. Get Matthew Stafford a good tight end. Which guys have you met with? Any of them? Fant, that's it. Gentry. Yeah, you need to at least be able to sort this by tight end. I mean, come on. Caden Smith. It's a little early for Caden Smith. Isabella, that's actually pretty solid. Is that really Anthony Miller's college? I guess teammate. Yeah, that would make sense. But that's interesting. I really like Anthony Miller. Train of K. Is that what it is? Train of K. You guys have got a nice little bit of young talent there on the offensive side. Yeah, let's do Isabella here. Man, I might have to take a bathroom break here in a minute, guys. We're not even close. We're not even to 100 yet. Yeah, they're rated low, but you know I gotta respect the fact that they put the running backs where they belong, because I'm not a huge fan of running backs. So I'm gonna go use the bathroom real quick, guys. I will be right back. Hold on, let me test out this little thing here, because boys gotta. Ooh. I don't see it. All right, I'll be right back, guys. All right. Let's see what we got. Yeah, the running backs aren't really great sort of crop of guys this year either. Atlanta fan, dude, I'm right on board with you, man. Like, it's crazy. Like, they could have gotten, they could have let him hit free agency next year and gotten probably a better compensation pick than what they got. You think so, Train of K? He's gonna get that plotter label, maybe. Charlie, I think those two guys are going to be steals in this draft for sure. And part of the reason why did I wash my hands? We got hand sanitizer all over the house. So, because of the baby, so I just I like hand sanitizer. This is my number one, man. Come on. That's funny as shit, though. All right, let's get back to this here. I feel rejuvenated now. I felt like I was holding that for way too long. We went cornerback. They need pass rushers here. Cash. Yeah, let's do it. That makes way too much sense. Cowboys. What do we got? What do we got, boys? Terry. I want to hear what you guys think. Where are my Cowboys fans at? Please let me know that I've got some in here. Who are the Cowboys doing? I actually don't know if they go wide receiver this early. I think, you know what? I bet you this would be a low-key pick here. You want me to go Brunell Wren? They do like some of these interior defensive linemen. What's that guy? This guy right here, Tristan Hill. They like him. But I don't. I would love a guy like this. I would love McLaurin. That would be an awesome pick. That's my Madden pick right there for them. But that just doesn't seem like their style. For some reason, they've done a lot of work on Joan, and I think that that's going to be the man here. Yeah. Yep. And what it is it's what's his name? Yeah, why is everybody talking about Zeke getting Zeke back up? Like, no. Like, please, no. I'm going Isaiah Johnson's the other guy. If the board fell like this and both of these corners were on the board for them, I think it's easy pickings for them. I think they're definitely going with a long corner, just in case they can't get Byron Jones to re-sign. I like Joan more because I think he's a better player rather than better potential. I think that Isaiah Johnson's that freak athlete, but all right. We never went corner for the Chargers, so best player left. They need a safety still. Chiefs. Who's the top safety for you guys here? For running back, maybe even? This is running back territory. Miles Sanders is already gone. Thornhill's gone. Trayvon Williams? Maybe? Devin Singletary? Too early? Montgomery, did they? Alex Barnes? That's too early for him though too, so I could see them passing on that. Let's Wide receiver makes sense. Yeah, you're right about that actually. Let's check the wide receivers. Ooh, you know what? They probably didn't meet with McLaurin, but they probably should have. They're gonna need a guy to replace Tyreek if he can't play. You think Ridley though, huh? Spending way too much time trying to find them a player here. Let's go back to best overall. Like I said, man, the Chiefs are just in a weird place, man. Like, it doesn't feel like there's any kind of like standout player in a position of need for them when they end up on the clock. I'm gonna go with Terry here. I don't want to though. I'm nervous. I'm scared. What do you guys think? Shout it out. He is the burner, man. You're definitely right there, Train. Yeah. Madison. All right, let's do it. That's just in case Tyreek's not available. Or is looking like he might not be available. Jets. Should we go... I want to go David Long. I feel like David Long is another guy that I ignored for far too long. Ooh, we went offensive tackle. We went Dieter earlier. Should we go Connor McGovern here? I'm thinking McGovern here. They met with him. Yes, perfect. Let's do it. That looks like a match made in heaven late in the third. Rams now. David Long. He's one of those guys, man. I just don't understand why I can't find where he belongs. Why they don't even have... oh, there they go. Oof. One of these two guys, right? Backup running back? You might be right on that. Man, I really hope that Todd Gurley's okay, dude. Like, that would just be such a blow if Todd Gurley's knee is just shot. Yeah, I'm going to go David Long here. That makes too much sense with the cornerback need. Or the youth that they need at corner. We still haven't gone edge for the... No, that's not right. We haven't gone edge for the Giants yet? See, that's why mocks are so hard, man. You get to third round and you realize you haven't addressed like one of the bigger needs of a team. Abraham, I've never done a live stream here. I kind of just assumed that it did upload straight to the channel so that it was just there. I'm just gonna leave it. I mean, it's not a big deal to me. I'm gonna probably consider doing this. No, we didn't go Gary. We went Haskins at 6, man. But I'm probably going to keep doing this. I don't know. We'll see. I probably won't do it during the draft because I have my dudes that I like to watch. More of a watcher during the draft. There's a lot going on. I'm not an expert of these guys that are sort of later in the draft. Maybe for the first round. But for the later rounds, I definitely watched the Cowboys draft show or whatever. Why can I not think of that guy's name, man? The scout from that they get on there. He works for The Athletic, which is probably why I haven't watched or looked at any of his stuff this year because I'm not paying for The Athletic. But yeah, he's probably my favorite up-and-coming scout guy. All right, let's get them an edge rusher. DeAndre Walker, O'Shane Ximines. What do you guys think? Both of them seem like really good fits. They haven't met with either of them. They both seem like really good fits for the Giants defense. So I'm going to go Walker because they have what's his name from Georgia too. So, all right. Yeah, Daryl Henderson went to the Bears. I think it's 88 or so, not that long ago. Wow, 87. We need to pick up the pace. See, everybody, man, the order of the draft gets really screwed up because I think the Giants surrendered the pick right here. So, like, if you ever see a draft and you're like, oh, this order is like off one, and it's after like pick 70. I think it's 70 or 71. The Giants use that pick on the corner in the supplemental draft, so they don't have it. So they just ignore it in some places. But it still should exist, but it won't be like the Cowboys pick. It will be the 90th pick in this draft, but technically they have the 91st pick. I don't know. It's weird. Let's go. I'm going to go Isaiah Johnson here. Yeah, this seems like a good depth pick. Let's go with Wren here. Makes sense. They need a defensive tackle. Interior offensive line or edge. Backup quarterback. See, I don't feel like they really truly need one. You know what they might need is a running back. This is a great place for a running back, actually. Let's check out who the Jaguars brought in for visits here. See, they're trying to hustle us. They haven't brought that many guys in. Let's go with Montgomery, actually. I think that he's a really solid every down kind of running back. Yeah, we're probably not going to get through all 7 rounds. I'm going to try, though. My wife hasn't hit me up, so she's probably trying to be a beast. I told you, man, she's a special one up there, man. I know that she's probably feeding them right now. And she didn't ask me to come up and help her because she knows if I'm not coming up already, it's because I'm still doing this. And she wants me to be able to get her done. So, linebacker. What linebackers are available? David Long. That would be kind of a solid pick for them right here. What do you guys think about David Long, linebacker from West Virginia? The other David Long. Athletic. Could play middle linebacker, I think, in the scheme, but definitely offers some pass rush threat. They've got him at 158 here, though. 5'11", 225. I forgot he's tiny. Trainer K, I'm on board with you, man. I really like Henderson, man. Like, I'm not really sure why. Like, he's one of those players that you look at and you're like, why are people not paying him more attention? Like, he's like the only option that Memphis really had. You know what? Who was the running back that they were looking at? Singletary. Bam, let's do Singletary here. Ooh, Todd Gurley's knee is fucked. Back-to-back running backs. Here we go. Just get past the 4th. You'll be happy with that. That would be as far as I've made it so far. This has been fun, though, man. Like, I might have to do this again. I feel like I had to pop the cherry of streaming live on YouTube. And I just kind of threw this together today. I was, like, kind of on the fence about doing it. But it's actually pretty cool. You guys are a pretty chill little group. We've dropped down from, what was it, like 270 to 120. We're an hour, 2 hours in or whatever. Like, you guys are fucking awesome, man. Like, this is so cool. The draft is my favorite time of year, man. This is like one of the best weeks of the year. So I appreciate the fact that you guys are all still here hanging out. I'm sitting here bullshitting through pick 100 right now, but we're just like, talking about random football players that we like. Let's go look at the Panthers. Who they brought in at? I could see them going for a wide receiver. Their wide receiving group is not super. Appreciate you, Nico. What safeties are left? This is one of the biggest struggles too, and I kind of wish I had a buddy to go through mocks with me while I'm doing it and stuff, because you just forget like the needs that they have, or like you'll have like a glaring need and you'll be like, oh, second round, let me make sure I get that in the third, and then you just like totally overlook it still. Is Jaquan Johnson big enough to play strong safety? Or oh no, that's right. And see, that's the problem. We're looking for a free safety, right? Because see, it's so confusing. Because Eric Reed to me in my mind is free. He was drafted as a free. All right, let's go Jaquan Johnson here. All right, Patriots back on the clock once again. Everything falling in place for damn Patriots. What are you guys thinking here? We haven't gone tight end yet. Warning for them. Oliver. I like these guys. These SoCal guys. Caden Smith seems just too blah for me. Like, he's just not good enough. Like, hey Chad, you can get the fuck out. I'm just kidding. I don't understand how anybody could think that baseball is better than football, but to each his own, man. YouTube's gonna demonetize me now for dropping the F-bomb. Oliver, appreciate you going and redeeming yourself there, Chad. Let's do it. Have they met with Waring? Yeah. Chad. Alright, Ravens. Let's see. Linebacker. Interior offensive line. Should we go old Bobby? We just passed 100. We're 102, man. We gotta start dishing out some of these linebackers. I feel like I'm not comfortable with a lot of them, so I don't tend to. Damian Harris. Yeah, they were pissed. I didn't go wide receiver in my last mock for them. I like Damian Harris here. They met with him. They know what they're doing. Should we go Michael Jackson? They're actually pretty set at corner though. Why are they meeting with so many corners? No, it's just the one. We've got a Michael Jackson and a Michael Jordan in this draft, guys. What a time to be alive. Jazz Ferguson. Damn it. All right. Sold. All right, round 4. Damn it. I got a "Are you coming?" text from the wife. This is what I'm going to do. We just hit day 3. I don't want us to let you guys down. I'm going to keep this incognito tab up, looking like a fool probably with the incognito tab up, and see if it'll last. And then I'm going to redo this tomorrow. So make it to the Packers. Where are we at? Packers have 2 picks though. And this is another reason when my wife's, when she starts calling, I know a lot of dudes that would just be like, I'm gonna do what I want. I'm the man of the house. But for me, my wife is my rock here, so got to do what Coach says. Yep, you're right, Germ. Daddy duties. If she feels like she needs me to help her feed the two babies, I should go help. So I'm gonna leave this the way it is. All right. And what I'm gonna try to do is I'm gonna try and come back. I'm gonna just not shut it down, and I'm gonna come back and continue on. Hopefully it doesn't time out on me or reload or whatever, and then we'll restart it. If it does in fact reload, maybe I'll just come back on maybe Thursday. My wife's mother-in-law will be staying at our house. Actually, this is how serious we take this stuff, guys. My wife's mom will stay with us Thursday night to help with the babies overnight, so I will be able to watch the draft. I'm gonna make my draft grades video or whatever after the first round again, because it was pretty popular last year, so I'm just trying to recreate that success. So that's what I'll do. I'll leave this up. Maybe tomorrow or within the next couple days or whatever, I will come back to this, and then maybe again on Thursday. If something happens here on Thursday, I'll be back and do another live stream, because this was awesome. I had a lot of fun. You guys are cool. I appreciate you guys checking this out and stuff. And then we will redo, maybe we'll run through certain teams. So whatever team, I'll just say, hey, you guys pick a team, whoever your favorite team is, spam it in the chat. I'll jump over to fan speak over here, and I have the premium one, so I can do trades and stuff, which is kind of cool. And we'll run through a couple teams over here, and we'll bounce back and forth. So I hope you guys are cool with that. Once again, appreciate you guys so much for coming out to this. You know what you could do if you want to help me out, hit that like button before you go, and hopefully I can make this public or whatever, and this will be a cool video for somebody else to skim through or something like that. But yeah, we'll see you guys maybe tomorrow. Do this smooth here. See you guys in the next video.